I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos like this, 5 things you can do to give yourself your dream reality. But no, here are the 5 realistic things that I've actually observed that a lot of successful people implement in their lives. Number one thing that I don't like about successful people is whenever they're talking about their success story or their journey to success, they don't elaborate on how obsessed you have to be on this journey. Let me use myself as an example. I'm a content creator who works in corporate and I also had a hair business, but I've realized that I can no longer be a jack of all trades. For my content creation to really, really get to the next level, I need to become obsessed. That means if I need help with editing or if I need to put one project on pause to focus on one thing and become obsessed with it, I am going to do that. Simply because I've noticed a lot of successful people, they won't tell you that, oh my gosh, I go to bed thinking about this particular thing. I wake up and it's the first thing on my mind. Every single day I have to contribute something to it. They don't leave a lot of loose ends tied. I'm not talking about, the average successful person. I'm talking like the person who has done it big. They know how to focus and they understand the importance of obsession. For example, your favorite creators in your favorite niche, they don't just post about a million different things. They tie it all together in a way that genuinely makes you, the viewer, obsessed with whatever they're doing. You can see that they're obsessed with their craft. So I feel like that's the one thing a lot of people miss out on. You have to be obsessed with getting your body right. You have to be obsessed with eating healthy. You have to be obsessed with that adrenaline pump you get after you go to the gym. You have to become obsessed with clocking in every single day to your creative hobbies. Even in your career, if you're starting a new career, you have to become obsessed. You want to invest, you have to become obsessed with learning about investing and personal finance. You can't just wish-washy, half-ass your way through everything. I'm such a firm believer in how you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay, if you are used to normally leaving places messy, even down to like leaving your personal space messy, chances are your emails are messy. Chances are your browser is messy. Chances are if I open your laptop now, a million tabs are open. Everything is half done, half done, half done, half done, half done. So one thing I've noticed about successful people is there's a certain level of organization that they possess. And I feel like a lot of people don't really hone in on this skill. They just tell you wake up at 5 a.m., do an ice bath, do this. Yeah, that could work, but you have to become obsessed. If you want to become the woman of your dreams, you have to be obsessed with your glow up journey. You have to be obsessed with your mental glow up journey. You have to be obsessed with constantly elevating. You don't just touch and go. Second habit I've noticed that actually works when it comes to success, I've applied this, is not waiting until you are 100% qualified to actually start. When I decided to start making finance content, it'd been on my mind for like about a year, and I kept on telling myself, I didn't study finance in uni. I'm just learning investing. Maybe I shouldn't talk about money. Maybe I shouldn't inspire other people. However, the first day I posted financial content, so many people I look up to even commented on my videos. They didn't even think, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. But the fact that you're willing to learn, position yourself as a beginner and take that bold step, it shows courage, it shows confidence. That's when people start believing in you. Confidence actually comes after you do the thing that you're scared of and not before you do it. So that's something that I've learned. Being able to do things that I'm uncomfortable with and not being so obsessed with perfection. I know a lot of people say you need to become an expert in your field before you do this, but how am I going to become an expert if I'm jumping the steps that are going to get me an expert? Let me use content creation for example. If you look at the first videos you ever made, let's say 2 years down the line of consistently posting content, you're going to be like, girl, what did I post? What did I post? So you cannot become an expert or become the it girl in whatever you do if you're afraid of coming across as underqualified. You can't be. I even saw the statistics saying men only need to qualify for 20% of a job before they apply for it. However, women, we're always waiting for our compatibility with a job description to be 80 to 90%, and that holds us back a lot. I have a friend who told me that she was only 50 to 40% compatible with the job application. And guess who got the job because she was confident? I want to say I got inspired by that. I graduated uni, and for 1 year, I only was able to achieve a job that didn't really align with my personal development goals. The last and final one is that they understand the value of connection and not just cash flow. This one I've had to learn recently. And this also ties back to my point of master of all is a master of none. They understand the value of connection and cash flow. I have grown past the stage. I've noticed that a lot of rich people don't really believe in just buying a product for £1 and then selling it for £1.50, they don't see a reason why, if I'm buying something for £1, why can't I present and repackage it in a way that I can sell it for £100 or £1,000, especially in an economy like the UK, where business is not as easy because of the amount of deductions, because of how much you have to pay for this, pay for that. They understand the power of connection and communication with other people. Most wealthy people that I know, they understand the importance of having other like-minded people around them. A lot of them understand the importance of marrying the right partner, because that's the best financial decision that you will make. That's the best, in fact, that's the best overall wellness decision you make, because the wrong partner can give you high blood pressure, make you sick, cause you trauma, give you an autoimmune disease from that trauma. It's just a lot that can go wrong. The wrong friends can also do the same thing to you. So that's one thing that I really noticed about a lot of wealthy people. They take into account the kind of people that they keep in their circle. They don't just keep anyone in their circle out of pity. They like to keep people who constantly elevate them and pour into them in their circles. That could be partners, that could be friendships, that could be mentors. They don't take connections lightly. Yes, cash flow is good, but money is energy and money can be spent. But you see, connections, human connections, by nature, humans are social beings. So if you have the right people around you, you will find yourself on the right track. You have been watching Nachi Nohara. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel for more wellness, finance, and just some girl talk, mindset rewiring content. I'm your girl for those things. And also add me on all my socials here and let me know what kind of video you want me to post next. Thank you for watching and bye. Let me know what point stuck out to you the most, or which point that you genuinely agree with.